Hey guys, Terry here, Introverted Games, and in this video I'm going to show you how to take the animations we made in our last video and get them working so when you walk around we have nice transitions. You know, run, idle, idle, run, run, idle. You get the idea, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go Window and then Animation. Boop. That's going to open it up. Where is it, Bob?
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
Okay, so Window, Animation, Animator. There we go. Alright, we're going to click on our player. Now you remember we made animations in the last video and we have this nice animator controller right here. And of course, we have the idle animation already in. Now if you're not familiar with the Unity Animator, I will walk you through a little bit of it real quick. This right here is orange because it's the default animation. So you see if we go to the game view and we hit play. Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob. Okay, see, he starts to play the idle animation because it's default. Of course, if we walk around, he just always plays that idle animation. That's all he'll ever do for right now. So we go to the animator. And the first thing we're going to do, guys, is make a parameter. Gosh, I know it's complicated, but just hold on. This is not too hard, and I know you can do this, guys. I believe in you. You're game devs. You just don't know it yet. Okay? So we're going to hit the plus sign, and I think we're going to do a bool. That's going to make this nice and simple. Yeah, and it'll be easy for you to follow along. Now, I'm going to call this is moving, and you'll notice I use camel case because I always use camel case. Consistency is very important, guys. You want to make sure whatever naming convention you use, that you just always use it. Heck, maybe you use all caps locks, I don't know, but just make sure that you always use all caps locks. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now we have the bool is moving. We are going to right click on run, and we're going to say make a transition, and then we're going to click on idle. Then we're going to right click on idle, and we're going to say make transition to run. Now you guessed it, guys, that allows us to there's a microphone there. That allows us to transition between animations. So we're going to click on this transition from run back to idle. Alright, now that's going to open a window over here. And what we're going to do under conditions, we're going to say is moving equals false, because we don't want to be moving when we go to idle, right? And then over here, we're going to say is moving equals true, because if we're idle and then we're moving, well, you understand? Now also, you see these settings here, has exit time and also transition duration. Now, I always turn off has exit time, because if you don't, it's going to play 0.4 of the animation no matter what. It's just better to turn that off. And then for the transition duration, a lot of people put it on 0, but sometimes you'll have goofy effects, and so I put it on 0.1. That's essentially 0. It's just you don't get a runaway effect. It's kind of just trust me, it works. Okay, then we'll go over here and do the same thing. We will turn off has exit time, and we will put this on 0.1. There we go. I believe that will work for us. We could even go whoop, turn off fixed duration. We're going to leave it default for now, and then we'll take a look in just a moment. Okay, we're going to head back to the scene and back to our player. Now, we need to edit our player movement script, and we're going to tie that into our animations. Now, there's two schools of thought here. Some people would make a whole separate script called player animations. And I don't think I'm going to do that. This is sorry guys, this is a tutorial and we're just making a simple game. So we will edit the player movement, again VS Code. Okay, now I am going to make a brand new function and I'm going to call it handle animation. Pretty creative, huh? Private void. If I could spell today, guys. There we go. And I don't use camel case on functions, right? You can if you want, but most people don't. You just do capital, capital, capital. Now right here, we need to get a reference to the animator component on the top up here. So we're going to go private, and we're going to say we need an animator. A-N-I-M-A-T. Oh, why isn't it pulling up? Like, I get it. Huh. Okay. Well, it didn't pull up and show it in the, the auto whatever, but hopefully that'll work out. Okay, and I do an underscore because it's a private. Again, naming conventions, guys. I'm not sure what you use. This is what I use. You're more than welcome to use what I use. And I do the underscore, so at a glance, I know that's private and not a public or a protected, which is, I'll get to that later. All right. So we're going to declare it up here, and we're going to assign it here. And then down here in handle movement, boom, we're going to say if, ooh, an if statement. We have move input, right? Or move amount is what I called it. Move, look at you, GitHub. Move amount does not equal vector2.0. Boom. I don't want to use what GitHub is telling me. Stop. Okay. So what this means is the move amount right here, of course, in handle movement. Now, if the player presses a key, this move amount is going to have a value. Now, what we're saying here is if it doesn't have a value, if it equals 0, if the player's not moving, then we want to... Oh, this is if it's not 0. So if the player is moving. So if move amount does not equal vector2 0, then we're going to set the bool that we set up in our animator. And I think we called it is moving, didn't we? Yes, the parameter is moving. So we're going to say animator, A-N-I-M-A-T-O dot set bool. Okay. And we're going to set it's is moving, not is running. Of course, you could have named it anything you want. Yep, and true. Okay, and I did spell it wrong. Thank you, GitHub. Okay. And, yeah, there we go. Now, what this says is, if we're moving, the vector2, move amount does not equal vector2 0, and so it sets the parameter in the animator is moving to true. Now, if we're not moving, it's going to set it to false, which will essentially set us back to idle. Let's hit save. And that's pretty much all the code for this run, I think. Let Unity compile. Let me know if you guys are enjoying my videos, if you like my format, if you hate my videos, whatever. Let me know down below in the comments. If you just want to say hi, say hi. Also, you'll notice there's probably a pinned comment, and I put a link to our Discord community there. Feel free and stop by, say hello if you'd like to. Now, if we hit play, you will see, unless I'm a liar, you will see the animations work. And I am a bloody liar. We have to debug why that is not working. So, in the animator, let's bring you down here. And let's get rid of this. Alright. Is moving is never being set. Do you see that, guys? It's probably a good thing I messed up in the video and debugged so that you can learn how to debug. And we are having a problem here. Now, if I set it manually, you see that the run animation works, okay? It's just not being set in code. So we need to figure out why. Oh, I'm so dumb, guys. You're probably yelling at me. Look, I made the function, but I never called it in the update. Goodness gracious. your boy's losing his mind, guys. It's all these videos. Oh, I'm going crazy. All right, make sure that you're not like me, and you put you call the function from update. That's kind of important. Now I'll bet you if we go back in here, it's going to work perfect. Ain't nothing but a thing, chicken wing. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Yes, I messed up. So what? All right, come on, compile. And look at that, guys. Boom, it works. You can see down here the transitions are happening, and you can see the player is transitioning. Booyah. Look at that. That is beautiful. All right, very short video today, guys. That's all I have for you. In the next video, we are going to probably do some more art, and we're going to get some weapons for this guy. Then we're going to get him shooting, poo 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 poo, and killing stuff, and just one step after another. Pretty soon we're going to have a game. I appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe. Leave some comments down below. Do all that stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.